Hello everybody and welcome to another Ballistic Overkill video. But this video, rather than gameplay, rather than getting into it, this is going to be more of like a beginner's guide, I guess. So, if you're new to Ballistic Overkill, sometimes, new to any game, sometimes the interface can get really overwhelming, really daunting. You kind of don't know where anything is or how it works or whatever else like that there. So, this is just a quick little, I guess, beginner's guide to the interface of Ballistic Overkill to sort of get you more to grips as to the layout of the menu and whatever else. So anyway, when you start up Ballistic Overkill, you're going to be brought to this menu right here. This is the way it's going to start up. You might have like, if you get the new game, you'll have 0, 0, 0, whatever else, whatever else. But yeah, so this is the main thing. You've got your home, you got your play now, community servers, soldier, and your season, I guess, your season thing over here. Over here, these are your like leaderboards, I guess, if you want to call them. As you can see, there's a lot of popular people, a lot of people that you might recognize, like Catherine. I played with that Catherine guy a couple of times. Who else we got here? We got anybody else good here? What about number 3? Got anybody number 3 that I played with? No, nobody in 3. But anyway, so this little thing here is your leaderboards. You can go through. So like the best Berserker in the game is FawxCha, or the best Vanguard player in the game is Mr. Minimum. Do you know what I mean? So it's just a leaderboard. I love these. I love leaderboards, but you know, it's up to you whether you're into them or not. Right beside here, you have your inventory. Now, your inventory has stuff like lockboxes. So this game has loot boxes, but no microtransaction involved. You simply obtain loot boxes from either the Steam community market or from playing the actual game, from putting effort and time into the game. You'll be rewarded with a lockbox, and you have a chance of getting all sorts of stuff. And the way you can see what you can get is hitting this the third strike option here. So as you can see, these are the loot boxes that you can get, skin drops, and each box has different classes. So I myself personally, I like the Berserker loot box and the Vanguard loot box because they have items specifically for the Vanguard character, the Vanguard class. The same way as Berserker, the same way as Tank, Shadow, Marksman. It all has items specific to that class. So Vanguard would be my popular one, and Berserker would be my popular one because that's the two I main. So in your inventory, this is where your loot boxes will be. So click here and your loot boxes will show up here. You can open it, whatever else. Say that you got your skins. I have a handful of skins here, some decent skins. I have an elite agent. I have an elite phantom. I don't play Shadow, so although it was a cool drop to get, I don't really want it. And Whirlwind. I really happy to get Whirlwind. That's my most recent unbox. Now, scraps is another way for you to, I guess, build towards getting loot boxes. And the way you get scraps is, I'm pretty sure it's placing a certain area on the leaderboard, or by getting your skins, so skins that you have, and disassembling them. So because this is a special skin, if I disassemble it, I could get 5 to 6 scraps. With those scraps, I can then go and get myself a loot box. I can't choose a loot box, but it will give me a random loot box of some kind of class, so that's pretty cool. I like the idea of that. Gold scraps, as you can see, you get gold scraps from leaderboards, rewards, or whatever else, so hopefully that's what I'm working towards, to be able to get gold scraps, because I feel like I'm decent. I'm 38, so I'm 8 places away from making top 30. To be able to get the gold scraps, which I'm very happy with. But yeah, those are your scraps. That's where you can get loot boxes. If you've been playing sorry, I don't know what I'm trying to say here. If you play and you don't get loot boxes, or often, this is another way to get loot boxes, you know, by getting skins, disassembling them, and whatever else, you know. Settings, of course, you know your settings, all that kind of good stuff. Settings is very crucial at the very beginning, because not only will you get to fuck around with your, you know, preferred controllers, but this networking is pretty important, because some people forget about this, and all of a sudden you got Europeans connecting to North American servers, you got South Americans connecting to Chinese servers. You know, it's a bit of a mess. So I highly recommend at the beginning of the game, go into settings and change your region. So I've unchecked North America, all this, South America. I'm not from there, I'm not from Asia or China, I am from Europe. So I want to connect to European servers, and I want to connect to community servers. So that's all well and good, but say that, of course, is your exit button, all, you know, all that good shit. But third strike, or as I mentioned before, tells you what you can get from your loot boxes. Soldier, this is where you edit the layout of your character. So Berserker and Vanguard are my main two. As you progress and play as a certain character, you will unlock loadouts. So for example, Shadow, I only have one loadout because I don't play Shadow at all though. Like look, level 1, 0, I haven't even fucking bothered with him. I hate Shadow. It is the most cancerous fucking class ever. But we'll not get into that this video. Vanguard. Take for example, I have 3 different loadouts for Vanguard. All of certain guns that I like to play, so a certain style that I like or whatever else. So if I join a match and it's maybe a more open map, there's more distance, I'll go for a decent range weapon like this here. Or if it's a close quarters map, if I want to run and gun and get close, I usually like this loadout here. But to edit the loadout, so let's say, take for example, you just started a game, you're Wraith, and you've got nothing. You've leveled it up a couple of times, but you don't know how to swap out your guns or whatever. This is how you do it. So, from the main menu, you go into your soldier, pick your class, and you just literally click the weapon. A whole option will come up as for you to pick whatever weapon you want. As you can see, you unlock weapons as you progress your class. Level 18 seems to be like the max, I guess, like the highest you can go. I don't know if they're going to change that to a point you can get to like higher than that there, but 18 is the highest you can go, and that is where you can change your weapons, swap stuff out, you know, if you want to change anything. So for example, this here, maybe I played a couple of games and the shotgun really isn't working out for me. Well, I can just click it, go here, and pick a different weapon. What some people tend to forget, what some people tend to forget is this over here, skills. People sometimes forget that you actually have skills, and these skills can help you quite a bit when you're actually in the game. So for skills, you can unlock them as you go ahead, and they each have different attributes. So for example, mine's is courage under fire and fast recovery. Fast recovery, Vanguard recovers 2% of max health per second. Really fucking useful, saves you so much. Courage under fire, when hit by enemy fire grenades, Vanguard gains 20% rate of fire and 30% reload speed for 3 seconds. All these little things contribute to helping you, I guess, survive longer. So for example, if I were to pick Modify DNA, Vanguard gains 15% more max health. Do you know what I mean? So, I'm just gonna go back to what I was. These are my 2 preferred because I just feel like I do well when these are on. But do not forget to you go into your skills, to change things about, to edit things around, because they really fucking do help you. But those are the classes, and that's how you change weapons. So moving on, community servers. So let's say you hit play now, you jump into a game, that's all well and good. But me personally, I like specifically looking for games. I like looking for lobbies, see how many people's in it, you know, all that kind of good stuff. Community servers is where you go. So we're going to go to browse servers. And as you can see, bang, a whole list of all different kinds of servers. Now because I have European and community servers checked, I'm going to get a lot of European, and I'm going to get a couple of community servers, like for example, like this here, where was it? Chinese dedicated. The only reason I'm getting that is because it is a community server. But apart from that, it's usually showing me European servers for the most part, anyway. So for me, when I want to pick a game, if I'm using the browse servers, I normally go by player count. So I go by players. So okay, these is full. 10 out of 12. Okay, I could join, but look at that ping. That's too much ping. 255 ping? No, that's not playable. So these here, look, we got players and we are in the green. Ping is good, we have low latency. Those are the games that I look out for. So I would, if I was going to jump in, I would go Blackfield King of the Hill because it has more players, which means more people are likely to stay for the next game after. Do you know what I mean? So that's how you use community servers. That's how I use them anyway. So player count, see how many people's there, and then look at the latency. Is my latency good, bad? You know, it's all that good stuff. I haven't really fucked with create. I haven't had a reason to create a thing, but it's pretty much just putting up a server up here, pretty much. And I really don't see why you'd want to do that, because I would imagine it would put quite a bit of stress on your internet provider. But no matter. That is pretty much the basics and a beginner's overview of the interface in Ballistic Overkill. We can talk about, you know, different classes and different things and all that good stuff, but this is just a basic introduction to understanding the layout of the thing, how things work, why they work, all that good. I just hope this was helpful. I know at the very beginning when I first got this game, it was a little bit jumbled. I didn't really know what to do. It took me a little bit of time to get to grips. But hopefully this video can help you guys understand the interface a little bit more, and hopefully get you guys into the game quicker and into leveling up quicker. But yeah, thanks very much for watching, and I hope this helped. I really do.